What's poppin', T Subs and T Squad? Now check this out. I'm about to start this review by saying it straight up, no chaser. Ashley don't want, nor is she looking for friends. Ashley wants flunkies and do girls. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Ashley ain't looking for no friendship of any kind. She's looking for flunkies and do girls. That's what she wants. Now, what does that say about Sherelle? I don't know because I like Sherelle, so I ain't saying it. Now I am saying it for Alicia because I don't really fool with Alicia like that. I don't. But I'm just calling it what it is. Ashley ain't looking, and I live for Ashley. I love me some Ashley. I do. I ain't ashamed to tell you. I love me some Ashley. It is what it is. But she ain't looking for no friends, child. She want flunkies and do women and do girls. So, mm, but Love and Marriage DC season 1 episode twin, A Nightmare on Christmas Eve. Yeah, let's get on into it. So it's Ashton's birthday. Shout out to Ashton. Happy birthday to you. And her and her friends took a party bus down to the Black Hair Experience. It's a cute little museum dedicated to, black women and, whatever the case may be. And I guess it's like a little play area or whatever the case may be, and a little lounge area and so on and so forth. And Ashley rented that out for her party. And I appreciated it. Um, Ashley tells Quick and Alicia about what happened down to Winter's romancipation event with Joy. Again, Ashley, you the one that committed the offense, so you have no right to try to set up and give her a time frame of when to get over it. Or because you gave a half-hearted ass apology that won't backed up by a damn thing, you feel as though I mean, again, you can't tell her when to get over the situation. You can't. Just because you apologize to somebody does not mean that your apology means that it's over with. It doesn't. And you just got to deal with it. Actually, it is what it is. Moving on, because I ain't spending no time on that. Because that's we'll get to it. So Lady E goes to see Joy. Joy, not Joy. Clifton done had his back surgery and whatnot. He's recovering from it and all that good stuff. So then Lady E tells her about her conversation with Ashley and how Ashley has broken the trust between them. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because Ashley keep going on Twitter saying that she never said that her and Joy was good friends. Ashley, yes, you did. Actually, you and Joy came up here with the story of you and her are good friends, and that's why you suggested her to be up on this. See, y'all need to stop calling each other friends. Y'all have to stop calling somebody your friend because it's always the person that you brought up here as your friend you fall out with. Look at Ashley and Candace on Potomac. Candace came on as Ashley friends, but secretly they hate each other. Look at what they got going on. Like, look at Mellow Mutt and Destiny, and how Mellow Mutt came up here talking about how her and Destiny is real good Judies and good friends, or ride or dies, and so on and so forth, and yeah. And look at what's going on with them. Yeah, I said Mellow Mutt. Again, I say, look what's going on right now. See, I'm getting it together now because the Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming back on the 8th. So I'm starting with the shenanigans now. Okay, because that season look like it's going to be a key. So I'm going ahead and get my keys early. Yeah. I mean, getting back to DC. Um, getting back to DC. This ain't about Huntsville right now. But y'all need to stop doing that. Is my point. Stop doing that. Lady E admits that Joy also told her about her and Clifton already being married, but much like she told Ashley, don't say nothing, Lady E wasn't supposed to say nothing, and Lady E kept her promise. But again, because I like Ashley. But Ashley, when you wrong, friend. Like this goes back to my point about Ashley not wanting friends. She wants flunkies and do girls, and everything that her bestie Alicia is what she wants y'all to be. That's what's going on here. Moving on. Lady E feels like she's always in the middle. No, you're not because it ain't got nothing to do with you. Stay out of it. That's how I felt about you, Joy, and Sherelle. It ain't got nothing to do with you, sis. Stay out of it. But you didn't. You got yourself involved. Much like how you got yourself involved between Winter and Ashley. I mean, nobody puts you in the middle of anything. I, no shit. Y'all know I love Lady E. But Lady E, I can't even give you that. You just messy. Stop it. You messy. It just is what it is, friend. You messy. Accept it. Ciao. Moving on. Because won't much to that. Quick goes to see a specialist. He doesn't have um the condition that they thought he had. Basically, Dr. Huffman, shout out to Dr. Huffman, said that the other doctor jumped to conclusions that he ran all type of tests, looking all down his throat, and ain't nothing down in there, that it all looked good and great, and so on and so forth. And basically, it's probably he working way too damn much and his body tired. That's all it is. Quick, go sit down somewhere. Moving on. Joy meets with her real friend Danielle to go invent. Basically, listen. So Joy said she never said Ashley and Alicia was fake and phony. Joy said when they kept saying that, when Ashley kept saying that Sherelle and her were really good friends, but then Ashley and Alicia was running down on that on her wig. Which listen, because I run down on Sherelle's wigs, so I run down on Sherelle's wigs. I mean, but the difference is she knows I do it because I gagged her about her wig on Twitter and she retweeted it, and she was a good sport about it, so she know I gag her wigs. So I mean, I I get what Joy is saying, but at the end of the day, Joy, with you saying that, that's basically you calling them fake and phony. Because basically what you're saying is, well, yeah, you saying that's your homegirl like that, but then you with your other best friend since you've been child since y'all was churn or whatever, and you talk about her and her wig like a dog. We gonna get on Sherelle later on in the middle of this, but listen, Joy. Listen, a lot of people keep getting under my comments to saying that they really don't fool with Joy ever since Ready to Love. And again, I say, I don't watch Ready to Love, so I don't know how she was up there. Now, she did admit up here that she could be an asshole. Then they also showed the clip of her running down on some chick on Ready to Love. I don't know who the lady was, but she was running down on her. So I know she got it in her. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see what it is that people really just. I mean, different strokes for different folks or whatever. But Joy seemed pretty cool to me. I mean, to me. But we're gonna move on. So Lady E and Big Jimbo go to see a swallowologist. Now listen, I've been a nurse since 2010, and it is now 2023. I have never in my life heard of a swallowologist. What the gag is, bitch, I ain't never needed one. So maybe that's why I ain't never heard of it. I ain't never had nobody say that they was finna refer me to one girl because I ain't never had no issues with that. But that's listen, that's what they wanted to be they seen, and it was what it was. Basically, what it boils down to is Lady E really don't fool with uh you know she really don't fool with getting face from him like that because apparently he liked to tease it, and that ain't cool with her. Oh, her twat, not a twat. Her clit, apparently her clit, they don't fool with the teeth all up on it like that. And Big Jimbo, you 50, and you know what it feels like when somebody be teething all on your stuff and it don't feel good. So it but at the end of the day, I didn't have to know that about about Big Jimbo. I didn't. I could have lived without knowing that about him. I mean, the gag is I believe him 1,010%, and I could see that too. But I ain't necessarily need to know that. Okay, I didn't need to know that, and it makes sense as to why she not into it. I wouldn't be into it either, but she love you because she still stayed with you. Moving on. I hope it work out for y'all though. Moving on. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm gonna leave it at that. So Ashley and Quick's Christmas party, dear God Almighty. So Ashley invites Sherelle to the party after Joy said that she wasn't going to come. And then she heard from several other people about Joy saying that she wasn't going to come. So she went on ahead and invited Sherelle. And I still feel like Sherelle should be side eyeing the hell out of Ashley because if I'm not mistaken, you also said that you and Sherelle was friends way before this show and you known her for a long time. And then you turned around and said you wasn't going to invite your real friend to come to the Christmas party because you really wanted Joy to be there. But then again, you did bring Joy on the show. This is her first season being up here. She do have to be in a lot of scenes. So maybe that's why I mean, I don't know. I guess you and Sherelle had a conversation on the background and she decided to take a beat. But since that happened between you and Joy, why not invite? Whatever. Um, so Sherelle talks about how she's scared of the big head Santa that Ashley had down to the party. But my thing is, child, we was more scared about that big ass butterfly you had covering your chest. Like Sherelle reminds me of so many women that I went to that I went to church with, and she real cool. I like Sherelle, I really do. I like her. But I just don't be understanding a lot of the I d- and by far am I anybody's fashionista because I ain't. I mean, you had on the red top, the black leggings, the red boots, the ankle boots. I mean, it went with the Christmas theme. I really didn't understand the purpose of the and why a butterfly? Why didn't you choose like a with a snowflake or one with like a Christmas ornament or one with like a snowman, something that fit the theme. It was just real. I'ma let Sherelle have it because at least the wig was cute, was a cute one. So I'll let Sherelle have it. Moving on. So Joy shows up to the party unannounced to let Ashley tell it was also uninvited because she said that she heard from several people she won't come in anyway. So she invited Sherelle and she didn't expect for Joy to come if Sherelle was going to be there anyhow. But she showed up because Miss Girl got to work. And Ashley pulls her away to go and talk. So the conversation went from what led Ashley to tell her business to what made Joy then turn around and retaliate the way she did, to actually turn around and saying that she invited her and Clifton to be on the show, not not Lady E and Big Jimbo. So what was it? And not once did she thank them. And you know what? That's the same damn thing that Mellow Mutt and Leisure Suit round there tried to pull with the Scots in them round there to Huntsville. That's the same thing that they thought that somebody was supposed to thank them, that they invited them to this and invited them to that. Listen, should Joy have thanked because this ain't got nothing to do with Huntsville keep creeping back in here. This ain't got nothing to do with them. Should what you call it have thanked them? Fine. All right, cool. But to sit up and feel like because of that, she's now indebted to you and all of the rest of this shit. And so, because of which, whatever you do and whatever you bring up, she's just supposed to go along to get along. Nah, it don't work like that, friend. That's why I say Ashley's not looking for friends. She's looking for do girls and flunkies on this show. She is. Like, then you turned around and want to turn your anger towards Lady E because now you got upset with her after because what happened was Joy cussed her ass the hell out. She did. She did. And then, Ashley was trying to intimidate her. It did not work. I mean, you can't intimidate everybody. Well, you didn't intimidate nobody, really. I mean, you didn't intimidate Winter. You don't intimidate Joy. Um, I think you secretly scared of Sherelle. um, Ashley, I mean, Alicia's indebted to you. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It went from that to her being upset with Lady E because Lady E went out to go and check on Joy. And then she got upset with Lady E for doing that, feeling like because she gifted Lady E the letter D for the end of the friend word or whatever the case may be. And now she feels as though Lady E done turned on her and all of the. Listen, y'all, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. I ain't about to lose no brain cells trying to get down to the bottom of what Ashley got going on. Like I say, Ashley wants friends and do girls. That's what she wants. Ashley wants to be the HBIC of this franchise, and she wants the girls to fall in line. That's all this is. And because they're not, she's spiraling out of control to the point where she's now turning on Lady E, which is effed up, in my opinion. Out of all of the bootlicking Lady E been doing since season one, being your friend, and then you just turn on her at the drop of a hat, like, ah, that's all I got. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about the episode. The episode was, I ain't gonna lie, I was entertained by the episode, especially the end, because Joy was getting Joy was getting Ashley together, and Ashley was spiraling out of control. Ashley could not take a woman being her own damn woman and having a man of her own and not willing to go along to get along. Like, I mean, mm, but that's it. That's all I got. I'm gone. Bye.